have even forgotten the names of my lovely teachers and even my friends.
Kiryandongo Refugee Settlement is located in Kiryandongo District in the midwestern part of Uganda. The Refugee Statistical Population Report of the year 2021 stands at 71,149, with majority being South Sudanese. Important to note is the fact that Window International Uganda is the lead education partner of UNHCR, managing education at all levels in Kiryandongo Refugee Settlement and other settlements across Uganda. On 18th March 2020, the President of Uganda closed all learning institutions, including primary schools, due to the outbreak of COVID-19. On 15th October 2020, schools were reopened in a phased manner, starting with the candidate classes of P7, Senior 4 and Senior 6.
6.352.
Do you agree with him?
Yes.
On 1st March 2021, P6 returned to school after almost a full year at home.
When I was at home, I missed a lot.
I'm feeling very bad because my colleagues are not.
Our children, I miss them a lot. I've just spoiled at home, and even these ones who have stayed at home who have just reported, have indeed forgotten everything.
I thank them for opening their school for us, and they should also open for other classes which are at home.
Unfortunately, due to the long holiday, a number of school-going children conceived, leading to high teenage pregnancy rates.
Some of them got pregnant. That's why they went back to school.
If the concerned husband above the age of 18, they should force the law.
Because one is pregnant.
Some are pregnant.
Because they are pregnant. Let them come to school and we see how we shall support.
It is unfortunate that they conceive, so the parents should not neglect them, neither should they force them into early marriages, but rather to give them the necessary support.
Learners and teachers have experienced a number of challenges that culminate from the use of face masks.
When I'm studying with the mask the whole day, I cannot feel very well.
I suffocate on the day.
When you ask learner to actually pronounce some word or read some word or spell, some of the pronunciation do not actually sound well.
The way we answer, the sound does not come out well.
Sometimes when you are teaching, there is a mama where you cannot identify who is murmuring.
I don't feel good because when you're putting on mask, it makes you sweat.
Controlling children in the class when they are putting on masks. You hear children talking, but you can't identify who is talking.
I feel so bad because there's no enough oxygen for me to breathe.
Others say they can even suffocate.
If a teacher gives a question in the class, you can't be able to give the answer and the teacher cannot be able to listen what you're saying.
Learners may affect us.
These are the pupils that come, attend school, and in the evening, they go back home. We don't know the safety at home.
Fear is there since these children are coming from different homes.
All the children and the teachers should be vaccinated against COVID-19 so that they are safe.
Welcome the vaccine.
Opening of this school in the first manner, it is a good idea. Because COVID came as an abrupt thing and it was threatening to everybody, including the institution.
So we expect even these P6 who have reported also will be safe due to the measures and a phased manner of reopening. Why is it a phased one? Because we want to control numbers.
Before the pandemic, the schools were really congested. That's why they said, as the candidates go out, we bring P6. Like that in a phased manner slowly. And as we studied the situation.
The opening of all the classes, it will actually be a burden to some of us. Look at the facilities we are having. The classrooms are not enough, and the resources we are having, like teachers, they are actually not enough.
So I appreciate the government intervention of phased manner of opening schools. I don't know what we would have done if we were to open at a go. Our standards, we could not manage. Pupils are very many and classrooms are very few.
Those learners are not happen, especially those who are at home. Because as the P6 spotted, there had some parents who came to request the school if their children in P5 can come and study with the P6. As they wait for their normal time to come.
And others are also complaining from outside there. Why are they out of the school? So
during admission, we found that some children in P3, P4, P5 were coming to be admitted as semi-candidates.
Their time have passed. They're supposed to go to another class. They're still in one class.
To be sincere, the parents are exhausted with the children at home.
And the worry is that they may not actually continue with their studies.
As a parent, it was not easy to control the children because for a child to stay at home for a whole year, it has brought many problems. Most of the girls are being pregnant, boys also distressed, and some of them even into stealing. Parents lose control of the children.
I protected them by not moving anywhere, but just moving around. We have the hand washing facilities here, and they have their masks inside because they are not moving anywhere. When they are going somewhere, I just say you put mask.
Talk to them, good advice. Don't move, staying at home, just wait school is coming. Don't worry, time will come. If you're schooling, you get more money.
Regularly go to the church and practice songs in church.
Every time in evening we sit down as a family, we share with them. Early marriage is not good. You study, you will be better.
They have to invest in their future because they are the generation that will be a future generation for the country.
Those one who conceive, after deliver, let them go back to school.
I don't see any reason why these children who might have conceived during lockdown should be denied the opportunity to continue with their studies.
The government of Uganda came up with interventions to keeping children safe at home and supporting continued teaching and learning. Among them included learning on TV, radio, distribution of home learning materials to all learners, and e-learning.
Distributing school materials that were provided by the government to be extended to the student.
A greater extent were helpful in that learners were able to interface with materials even without their teachers. The SOPs that are put in place in regards to the opening of schools are followed to the dot. They are enough.
Office of the Prime Minister is a government institution like any other government institution, and it takes the lead in refugee management. So as we are in Kiryandongo refugee settlement, we have also observed the guidelines. Also had to close the schools following the directives from the president. We joined the district local government to sit on the district COVID task force. We distribute masks to all refugees to reduce community interaction. Pendo was one of the organizations that was affected at that time. They could not access anymore their pupils. But we are grateful they joined us. We made a lot of sensitization using very many partners who were underground. We could not allow more fluent movement of refugees. We could not give them more permits to move out unless those who had medical conditions. Facilities were introduced at school. Before the reopening of the schools, we made sure that every child had a mask and the hand washing materials are given each and every school. Teachers, we had to make an assessment of the gaps that they still had. Working with you, Window, I think you went on the ground, you gave us the feedback how teachers also needed to be part of the distribution.
As a district, and more so as a department, we took it upon ourselves to make sure we sensitize everybody on corona. We gave them information pertaining corona, of course, which information came from Ministry of Education, and how they can safeguard themselves. For head teachers, we did this through our monthly meetings that we always have, and those ones are scheduled, and we did that. To the teachers, we were able to reach out through radio programs that we always have, as well as the parents. We even provided sanitizers there was a grant which came, and each school got 1.5 million first phase and another 1.5 million second phase. The first phase was during the period we had our candidates, and the second phase was when the P6 and these other classes started. Temperature guns have been bought.
As Window, we ensure that you have quality education.
People are now teaching using what we call team learning or team teaching, of which each subject has a number of teachers. And whatever they prepare as a team will be delivered in all those classrooms at the same time. At the same time, when one teacher has taught maybe today in one stream or in one class, you'll find that the next day they will keep on alternating, meaning that the same information is passed to the same learners. Last year, our enrollment was higher than the current one.
Window helped us in giving some papers with the questions for us to do at home there, and they provided us with the books.
With the other partners, we are able to get support in terms of hand washing facilities, face masks, like through UNHCR we were able to get face masks and distribute to teachers and learners. We were able to get sanitizers from other partners. As a team of educationists within the education sector, we are able to coordinate and do whatever it takes to ensure that this virus does not penetrate our school system and the learning is as safe as possible.
And those schools were closed and all children directed to stay home as a measure to limit interaction and curb the spread of corona, some education specialists think school is safer than home as far as reducing the spread of corona is concerned.
School-going children are safer when they are at school.
To me, the school is safer than the home.
That's why when you come to schools these days, you don't find children playing anyhow.
For Ministry of Health and Ministry of Education, we need to increase the funding.
We should open some other classes because some of the children are not moving to school and others that are doing bad things down at home.
Constant visits and monitoring.
Health department, they are more technical than the teacher in the field of health. So they are coming down to the school to observe what is going on in the school and give more technical pieces of advice. Ministry of Education come and guide the teachers and the administrators of the schools in ensuring that the SOPs are actually followed very well.
Let them come down and see, because the scenario in Kirianogo may not necessarily be the scenario in Wakiso or Jinja or even down in Kaval or wherever.
We spend a lot of time at home.